Welcome or welcome back to African Foodie Fix. So guys, I know you have always wanted to bake a cake without an oven, and it's obvious that for you to have a cake you need to have an oven. So today I've come to show you that you can actually bake such an amazing cake like this one without an oven, and you will notice that it might take time, but for sure it will be just perfect. And as you can see, our cake looks so nice and its aroma is just mwah. So my guys, let's get to know how we can make this delicious, tasty, amazing cake with vanilla essence. And I've added just a little bit of orange zest, chocolate, and it's going to be just perfect. So let's try out this recipe, and I'm double sure you are going to love it. Our ingredients are all-purpose flour, 2 cups, 1.5 glass of fresh milk. We have salt, half teaspoon, 3 large eggs, sugar, half a cup, and we have a packet of salt. I'll show you its purpose. We have vanilla essence, baking powder, we have margarine. If you don't have margarine, you can use butter. So to start with, we are going to be putting the 1 packet of salt on our large aluminium pot or sufuria, and something many people says that it's impossible, but let me tell you, it's very easy and simple. So we are going to be preheating our aluminium pot with which we have added salt, and the salt is going to distribute it while baking the cake. So you can now prepare our small pot by spreading margarine into the small pot, and after you have spread the margarine in it, we are going to put 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, and it will just be looking like this. And once done, you're going to tap out the excess, and our baking tin is ready. And now it's time to make our cake. So I'm going to pick a large bowl, add in my margarine, then using a spatula or a fork, you're going to whip up the margarine for around a minute until light and soft. And just to tell you that at this time we are going to add in our eggs, and we have 3 of them. And at this time we are also going to add in our sugar, and using a spatula, and we are going to mix everything together until it's fully combined. And at this time I'm going to switch to a fork because it will help my eggs to whip accordingly. And this is going to take around 2 minutes until very light and fluffy. I'm going to be adding the salt, and after 2 minutes this is how your butter is going to be looking like. And as you can see, it's fluffy. The sugar has dissolved into the butter, and also the eggs are fully whipped up. That means that your cake is going to turn out very soft and fluffy. Now next I'm going to be adding in some vanilla essence, which is going to add in a very nice aroma and taste to our cake. So I am going to add in a teaspoon and add in some baking powder, which is going to help the cake to rise while baking. Next, I'm going to add in some orange zest, which is going to add in a very nice orange flavor in our cake. And you're going to add in some pinch of salt, and it's going to balance the sweetness of the cake. Use your spatula or fork to whisk the vanilla, baking powder and salt into the batter. I have some all-purpose flour and milk, which I am going to be adding in next. So I'm going to add enough of the flour, mixing using my spatula or fork. Add in a little bit of milk while I mix. Once everything is fully incorporated, don't overmix your butter because your cake is going to turn out dry. So now at this time I am going to mix my butter, making sure that I'm not going to overdo it. So I'll be adding my all-purpose flour and milk at intervals. And my friends, just to remind you that if you don't have salt in your house and you can get sand somewhere, you can use it instead of using salt, because it also serves the same purpose of just like the salt. And also you can use butter if you do not have margarine, but while making or baking cake, I prefer to use margarine. I'm also going to be adding some drinking chocolate in my cake. The beauty of baking at home, you can add all the flavors which you want, and if you mix them, your cake it turns out delicious, tasty, fluffy and perfect. So guys, at this time through mixing my butter, and I'm now going to pick my prepped up tin or pot, transfer in half of the butter, and at this moment I'm now going to add in 1 tablespoon of Raha drinking chocolate. Remember I told you that I like using varieties of these flavors. Like today you've seen that we have vanilla essence, we have orange zest, and now this is chocolate, and this is how I'm going to be using it. So I'm going to put only 1 tablespoon, and now I'm going to add in the rest of the butter. And once done putting the butter on your baking tin or pot, it is advisable you just tap your baking tin or pot at least twice or thrice on your countertop like this in order to level up your butter and also to release any excess air pocket in the butter. I am going to place my baking pot so carefully. I'm going to pick up the lid carefully, place in the baking pot in the middle of the pot, that is the bigger pot, and cover and bake your cake for 45 minutes to 1 hour. You will notice that the cake is not brown on top, but the sides and the crust of the cake will be brown. Now check if the cake is brown, and this is after 45 minutes. And I'm going to check if the cake is ready by inserting a fork. As you can see, the fork doesn't have any crumbs. That means that the cake is ready. Wow, I absolutely love how my cake has turned out and have a little bit of browning. So you are going to place the cake on your countertop and let it rest for about 10 minutes so that you can it can brown. Now after 10 minutes, this is how my cake is looking like, and it looks very nice, and I am super excited to slice my cake. And now, wow, before then, I will invert the cake a little bit, and you can see that it is brown. Now I'm going to cut it, and wow, it is so nice. And you'll realize that if you pick it up and just check how fluffy this cake is looking, once I press into the cake just like this, it springs right back up. That means that the cake is baked to perfection. So this is a very nice way that you can enjoy baking some cake at the comfort of your home. Enjoy.